Hello, my Cancer and Cancer Rising friend, Sondra from For Your Chi. This is your monthly tarot and oracle card reading, the first 6 houses out of 12. This is my Wheel of Life spread. There is no Celtic cross here, ever, ever, ever. And welcome to your March. The remainder of this reading, as we're going over the first 6 houses here, the remainders of the houses 7 through 12 will be on Patreon. You can get it tier 2 or tier 3. If you join tier 3, that's my miracle group, and you'll get all of the miracle group session recordings that I've done where I share my secrets, and it's becoming quite a database of collections of all of my ideas, inspirations, thoughts, and processes all in one place, which is pretty cool. I've never had it all in one place before. Plus you'll get all the extended readings, which is tier 2. Plus you'll get all of my yearly predictions for all 12 zodiac signs. Or if you're interested, you can just buy the video too, with no strings attached. Let's get right into your reading, Cancers. This month's gonna be a shaker. I'm already like, ooh, I need to go warn my Cancer friends. Your first house, you need to speak up for yourself this first 72 hours of March. Now, I feel like this is very important. If someone is trying to accuse you of something the first couple of days of March, do not accept that from them. This is not okay. What they are accusing you of, or what they're trying to throw you under the bus regarding, is not true. It is not accurate. They have misjudged you, or they have misjudged the situation. They've made an assumption that is not accurate. Fill them in on the truth and speak your truth. If you speak your truth this month, there's a great possibility that you could avoid a major problem or a shitstorm later this month. And I'm going to explain that in just a moment. In addition, the advice card is to, surprise, meditate about this. You are going to get answers in your meditation. Why? Because just like every other single month that I do your video, and I tell you, you're the most psychic sign that there is. The most talented psychics that I know are either Cancer suns, or they're Cancer ascendant, or they have a Cancer moon, or there's some combination of all of these. This is what I'm talking about. Your second house. There, I see a money problem for you. And that could be a job problem for sure with what I see in the 6th house. What is the advice card? You need to take care of yourself. You could be stressed out. Now, this does not necessarily mean going on vacation this month because of what I see coming for the job, for those of you that are working, of course. But this does mean take care of your energy, a sea salt bath, a pedicure, okay, outside of work. I'm not talking about taking the day off and going to one of these things. You need to focus very closely at your work and doing your job, taking care of your responsibilities with work and with your finances, okay? I was thinking that there was something else to talk about here in the 2nd house, but maybe we're going to cover it in the 6th house. We'll see about that. Oh yeah. What I was going to say was, if you are a Cancer or a Cancer rising person who hates their job, please, 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 today, do your resume up. Call someone for help if you need it. If you can afford to pay someone to write or rewrite your resume for you and put it out there to as many possible firms, facilities, just, put your name in every single hat, because this too you could be avoiding a major problem by doing this. The other thing is, we have a small window where most of the planets are forward moving. This is the perfect time to do something like that. Your third house, your brother or sister, they are feeling lethargic, or they could be feeling under the weather, or they could need a chakra clearing, specifically the base chakra. But hey, if you're going to do it, you might as well clear them all, right? Oceana is here to say they need to take action. They've been stagnant for too long. Now, this could also mean that they need to go out and get some exercise. They've been a couch potato for too long, and they are procrastinating in other areas of their life as a result of that. Could be a little depression too. They need to take care of themselves there. Encourage exercise if they can do it, and a therapist. And to act on their own intuition right now. Your fourth house, house of home, where you currently live. This is talking about avoiding arguments. Now, Teresa is here where this is in your home. This could also be talking about your father if it's not, or your father figure if it's not talking about your home. You've got Teresa here that's saying, take a time out from this. This card really does mean time out anyway. Do not engage in this argument. You need to take a nap, you need to take a rest, or you need to take a break from this person. Now, I do not see you taking a break from your, for those of you who are partnered, like living with someone in that kind of partnership. I do see good things happening there, so that is the respite. That is the victory this month, especially with all the second house and sixth house garbage that I see here. Your fifth house, your social life, social circle, fun, friends. This is the 10 of Cups, happy life, happy family. Now, you do have I am concerned about this, although I would never be concerned about the 10 of Cups. Ordinarily, you have Bridget, which is a warning card here. So let me just say this. Like, if you have a friend in your circle who just gets engaged, or they move in together, or, maybe they're pregnant, and you know that it's a bad situation or that it's going to go bad, that is the warning here. I don't know if you can warn this person. Probably not. But if you can, please do. Say it in your special way that you say things where people may pay attention to you. They're more likely to pay attention to what you're saying because they know that you just don't talk out your ass. They know that when you speak from the heart and you are honest and truthful. And let's face it, there are very few people that you've had that conversation with, right? Because you just don't want to get into an argument. I don't blame you. The other possibility is a child. If you have an older child, and that could even be a teenager, old enough to have a relationship, but usually the younger or the middle child will show up in the 5th house. The oldest child will show up in the 11th house, and that card is interesting as well. But what I'm saying here is if you have a younger child who is of the age of having a relationship, they could be so happy right now with this person, but yet they're getting this warning, like, don't take it too far because you will regret it. If you need to forward them this video and say, hey, look at what Sondra said about my 5th house. You're in it. And especially if I didn't do it, did I? I did it on the last reading. All of a sudden, when I'm shuffling cards for these zodiac readings now, I'm getting names. So I'm getting names of people. I write them down and then I say it in the reading. The first name that I got in this reading is Matt or Matthew. Natalie, Stephanie, and Ellen. If your name is any of those names, this reading is definitely for you. But if you know someone that you're close enough to that you can say, hey, I think there's something for you that pertains in this reading, please forward my video to that person. Okay, and especially if that name shows up in the 5th house. Matt or Matthew, Natalie, Stephanie, or Ellen. Those are the names that came to me this time. Your 6th house, your work and health. This is what I'm talking about. Are you quitting your job? Hopefully your job is not quitting you. Now, if this were to happen, and I have clients who get readings from me, and this has happened so many times, where they're devastated, you know, their job decided to, as they put it, give them walking papers. That I had a client where they said that to me this week. I asked them, and as I always do, well, tell me how happy you were at that job. And they reply with, Sondra, it was miserable. Well, that's exactly why the universe takes it away. So that's why I'm saying, if this is a miserable job, put your resume out there today, tomorrow, as soon as possible, and keep hammering it until you get something else. And you will get something else. And it'll be much more suitable to you and for you. The advice card from the angel deck is Ariel. She says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way that you view the world and around and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Remember this? You're the meditation card in your 1st house. This is no coincidence. All right, now we need to see who shows up in your 6th house of zodiac, or your 6th house of partnerships before we go to the extended. And this does show zodiac signs here. That's why I pull these cards. You got a Capricorn here. Look at that. That's interesting. The Queen of Swords, an air sign. An Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. And of course, a Cup card here. Another Cancer, perhaps, or a Scorpio or a Pisces. If you want to follow me, the link is below. It's in the extended. Tier 2, Tier 3, or you can just buy the video. It's on Patreon. We're going to be going over your 7th house of primary relationships and business partnerships, your intimacy, your taxes, your contracts, your legal matters, the source of your significant other's income if that applies to you, your 9th house of school and travel, your 10th house of career or your mother, your 11th house of your eldest child or your best friend. Very interesting information comes up there. I don't think I've ever seen that before combination, but let me just say this. If you have a child who is going into the military, who's enlisted, or who's a police officer, there is good news coming for you and for them, but mostly for you right now, to give you peace, okay? Your 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now, that would be the month of June. Many blessings to you all. Take care.